please the court?
May it please the court?
May it please the court.
May it please the court?
May it please the court?
May it please the court. My name is Sharon Calvin. I represent the petitioner in this case.
My name is Jose Nazario, and I'm here representing Bayside Township, Bayside High School, and Mr. Reggie Bilden, the petitioners in this matter.
When you're helping and coaching someone to do something, you really hone your own skills.
I'm happy because I have my two coaches, Tom and Ryan. They're phenomenal. Because of them, I wouldn't be here right now. And I feel that because of Drexel and everything I know exactly what I want to do in my future.
For my kids, Jose and Jemiah, I'm telling them things like, have a more conversational tone, make better eye contact. It would be more effective if you conceded that. And then when I'm doing it my own, I kind of feel myself. I'm like, well, if I was my own critic right now, I would say, like, I need to do it more like Jose or more like Jemiah.
Most likely graduating with a bachelor's degree, heading to get my master's, then pursue law, and then from there try to work my way up as a lawyer, then hopefully serve on the Supreme Court as a judge.
So what they're arguing right now is a Fourth Amendment issue, and it's a spoof off of Saved by the Bell. So we have Mr. Belding at Bayside, and what's occurred is the students were given a computer as a gift, and they weren't aware that the school could read what they were typing.
The key logging search was constitutional because Principal Belding had sufficient facts to believe that he will uncover evidence that will indicate that the student was violating or has violated the law or the school's rules.
Belding's search of the students' computer records was not neither justified at its inception nor reasonable in scope, and thus violated the Fourth Amendment. Though the laptops were a gift to the students, students have an expectation of privacy in the contents of their computers. Belding's search of the keystrokes records was not justified at its inception because no violation had occurred, and Belding had no individualized suspicions.
And Mike and Solange had created another cramming to slam group at Bayside, and they were using that to cheat, or allegedly cheat. So he checks their keystrokes, and then he finds this name of Amelia. There's only one girl named Amelia at Bayside, so he goes and one of the last keystrokes says, meet our lockers before chemistry important. So
Mr. Belding's cursory pat down of the students was constitutional because, one, it was justified by reasonable suspicion, and two, it was similarly reasonable related to the facts providing for reasonable suspicion. In Safford versus Redding, a search is lawful as long as there is a moderate chance of finding evidence of wrongdoing.
Actually, you are. You're totally in a position. You're in a position to tell them, but that's not the law here. What we review is the moderate chance that he had to find wrongdoing. What did he have?
Belding found numerous indications of cheating via the key logging records. He found one, Mike's records read, "Hello, Cransers, I got chemistry in the bag." Number two, Mike's records also indicated January 2nd, Amelia, lockers before math, important. And three, additionally, Solange's last keystroke detailed, Amelia, I have the money, lockers before chemistry class.
It's been a lot of fun. I think having taken criminal procedure and First Amendment, I will say that this class has definitely benefited me. When you teach it, it just becomes such second nature, and you don't realize you need to know the case really well. These high school kids are going to ask tough questions, and if I sit there and I sometimes play the professor role, and what do you think would happen? But I also need to know outside the context of the case, the First Amendment and the Fourth Amendment, and this has been really helpful in knowing the line of cases we teach. I know them inside and out at this point. And also, I think it's just helped me overall becoming more familiar with the Constitution, becoming more familiar with an effective way to teach something, an effective way to communicate to an audience. And I've had a lot of fun. These high schoolers are just very, very talented, especially teaching in the inner city. Their high school experience is so different than mine. I got dropped off by my parents, or I drove to school. It's amazing they ride a bus and a subway just to get to school. So I'm always impressed that how dedicated they are, because I feel like they have so many more obstacles than I did, and they're still really in tune to wanting to learn. Especially the school I'm at now, the class is an optional class, and it's Friday afternoon from 3 to 4. So I still get a lot of high school kids that want to sit around from 3 to 4 and learn about con law, which to me is really awesome, that they're not out waiting to soar to their weekend. They still want to try to challenge themselves and pick up more education. And they have a lot of very high goals. These kids are all talking about college and talking about being a lawyer and how this is going to help them, and this is intrigue them into going to law school. So I feel like I've had an impact on the kids, and it's help me in my own oral skills and my own moral moot court competitions.